In today's video, I'm talking about why the majority of men do not approach women that are all dolled up. Let's talk about it. All praise to the Most High. Shalom. Thank you for tuning in to another Righteous Spirit-filled episode. Today I'm back at it in them trenches, handling that kingdom business. Man, the word does say, beauty is vain, charm is deceitful. Man, I will tell you that the vast majority of women that have to be dolled up, that have to put on a bead of makeup, that have to put on the lashes, that have to have the nails, that have to have the current trends of Western society, oftentimes, man, they will move in a spirit that is foreign to them. And what I'm saying is, they're gonna, as soon as they put all this on, regardless of if they look like Whoopi Goldberg, they gonna try to move in the spirit of, you know, somebody like Alicia Keys or Beyonce. I'm just giving you a scenario. A man doesn't want to approach anything that he knows and recognizes is deceiving. Beauty is vain, charm is deceitful. Man, when you look at the natural woman, and this is across the board, it doesn't matter what your nationality, what your ethnicity, what your race is. When you look at the natural woman, man, there's a higher probability that she is going to be more humble and self-aware. You know, there's a higher probability that she's going to have more emotional maturity and intelligence. You know, if you look at two different women, and if you take one woman, look at her demeanor when she's called up, and she has deceived herself and painted herself in the image of a woman that she doesn't look like. Only for you as the man have to suffer going to bed with the real her, waking up to the real her. But, you know, you're gonna see the character, you're gonna see the energy or the spirit that she moves in when she's dolled up is more of this bad B-I-T-C-H, boss B-I-T-C-H energy. And then when you see her actually being modest and pure and not all dolled up, you're gonna see she's gonna have a more humble personality. Why would a man want to have to peel back all of those layers just to deal with the real you that may have some issues, that may be insecure, meaning you're not secure with self? Why would a man choose to go through that and shoot his shot when there is a woman that is presenting herself rare, pure, modest, and meek? And that's what the book tells us to doggone go after. Why would a man choose you because you got weave down to the doggone floor? Why would a man choose you because you got these long nails, these long inch, you know, eyelashes? The word says, man, the whoredom of a woman may be known through her eyelids. I'm gonna post these scriptures in here. So you got to think about it, man. You can have a far better conversation. If I take 10 videos of women that are dolled up and they're getting asked basic questions that are going to reveal, are they under a delusion or do they move in a spirit of truth? And you will see that they move in a spirit of delusion rather than a spirit of truth. How many times have we seen these women, you know, the ones that have all this dolled up on? It doesn't matter what your shape, your size is, but you think you are the baddest woman, God's greatest gift to men, only to find out when you're hit with truth, all that confidence and puffed up and pridefulness and arrogance you had, man, it gets inflated like a balloon. Why would a man choose to deal with that? You see what I'm saying? Why would a man want to be the provider to a deceitful woman that will take his money and go spend it on deceiving type practices? Bible talks about face paint, what Jezebel did. And we have nowadays, we have more women that claim to have a relationship and love Jesus, advocating for Jezebel rather than the set-apart woman. The dolled up woman, wants to know how come men aren't coming to these brunches. Man, you're going to realize a lot of these dolled up women that do all this stuff that I'm talking about, only thing they're covering up is a masculine, dominant spirit. And a man doesn't want that. A man does not want that. No shape, form, or fashion does the Most High Yah tell a man to go after a doggone dominant and masculine woman. It says the complete opposite. But women don't get it because we already know the spirit of truth whom the world cannot receive because it does not know him or see him. Most of these dolled up women do not know the Most High. They don't follow Messiah. They don't follow any example of righteousness, and they're trying to shift the narrative and the standard to make men chase after them when Messiah is their head. But I'm here to tell you today, man, men aren't going to start coming to these brunches with these masculine women. Men aren't finna start approaching these doggone dolled up women. What about your character is worthy of his presence? It's not about the money. It's not about you getting the stuff that you want. What do you provide righteously that the Most High Yah says you're supposed to provide as a woman to a man? And if being dolled up and deceitful and vain, all that stuff that these dolled up women do is vain. See, we have to look at it, man. Women are the complete opposite of men. We have some men, like a small percentage of men, like less than 5% of men, and it's probably way less than that will choose to put weave in their head and do all of this. And we're not in the same lane. We're not in the same lane. But a far majority of women choose to do all of this vain stuff and reject what the word says. Beauty is vain, charm is deceitful. The way the Most High Yah woke you up this morning and how you look as a woman, that is the full potential of your beauty. You can't enhance it anymore without enhancing your wickedness. This is why men do not tend to approach dolled up women. Now, here's a different one. You have these plumb fools that will approach you and they will deal with your mess because they don't want to fulfill a duty. They just want your booty. This is why you have these young men, these older men, when you go to the club and these settings that you think that are fulfilling your amount of attention that you need, they'll hit on you. But guess what? They won't commit to you. Guess what? They'll run up your body count, but they won't commit to you. A man in wisdom that's maturing is going to recognize deceit and stay away from it. Closer to Yah Ministries, kicking that thing gun barrel straight.